All right, another episode of 7 minutes of what?
Something.
Something. Talk about something. So, all right, we want to preface the call, throw a disclaimer out there. We're not docs, nutritionists, dietitians. We're not mental health professionals. So don't mistake what we're sharing for professional advice. We're just sharing what works for us and sharing some ideas. And today we wanted to talk about something that is very relevant to the previous couple calls. So, Tim, you want to lead it off?
Yeah,
We got 7
absolutely.
minutes. Timer's going.
You got the clock going?
Clock's going. I'll let you know. I'll let us know when there's a minute left.
Sounds good. Yeah, so we were talking earlier about what we wanted to cover, and we already spoke about health and we spoke about fitness. So I figured, we may as well talk about the mind, achieving mental clarity, and not so much about like going back to school or education or anything like that. But we want to energize our mind and keep our mind healthy, just like we want to do with our level of health and our level of fitness. So we're gonna talk something about mental health and mental clarity and mental energy and all that good stuff that comes along with, you take care of the body and the body takes care of the mind, and you feed the body and then you feed the mind. So it all basically plays into the same stuff, right? You all take care of one thing and then you take care of the other inadvertently without really even knowing that that's what you're doing. But you start to begin to build like this trifecta of health and fitness, whether it's mental or like emotional, or even in your relationships. I mean, everything's going to start to come together there. But the big thing is that I know a lot of people feel like distracted throughout the course of their day, or like they have some kind of like foggy headedness going on or something like that, where basically really we want to get into that flow state because we all love it, right? I mean, who doesn't like being in the flow state where everything just seems to roll, and you have that nice sense of peace and ease and clarity, and things are just moving along, and it's effortless, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you go along with that, right, Chad? We talk about that a lot.
100%. 100%.
Yeah.
And when an awesome quote I've heard is, when you're talking being in flow with work, when you do what you love, you'll never have to work a day in your life. When you get in that flow, you're just floating with the current, floating downstream. So, yeah, I definitely hear that.
And then the next thing you know is it's like you look up at the clock and 4 hours have gone by, and you're like, wow, it felt like it was 10 minutes. It's great, man. It's awesome. We all like being there. Nothing wrong with that.
And now, when we're outside of flow, when we're stressed, when we got stuff going on around us, we talk inside out living versus outside in living. We're letting the external stuff just weigh us down and overwhelm us. Meditation can shift that so that we can move towards that flow state. And meditation doesn't have to be 30 minutes, although a lot of studies are showing that 30 minutes of straight meditation, 30 straight, not split up, 30 straight minutes of meditation a day is super powerful for just the activity that's going on in our brain. Dr. Joe Dispenza talks a lot about it. But 30 minutes doesn't have to be 30 minutes. It can be one conscious, deep breath.
There's many forms of meditation too, right? I mean, I know from actually doing some of Dr. Dispenza's work, he actually suggested about getting into moving meditation. So like you sit down and do your meditation, and then when you get up to go about the rest of your day, you carry that meditative state with you, so it becomes a moving meditation. I haven't gotten to that practice yet, but I do remember distinctly. I don't remember what book it was in. It might have been Becoming Superhuman. Did he write that book, or am I getting
Oh yeah,
somebody?
Becoming Superhuman. I'm reading that right now.
Yeah, okay. I know David, the bulletproof guy, I forget his name, but
Mm.
the guy came up with the bulletproof diet, the fat in the coffee.
Yep.
He's got another book that's along the same lines of like being superhuman. Thought I might be getting the two of them confused, but yeah, Joe Dispenza's got a lot of great information about meditation.
And it helps to meditation. Sorry to interrupt. We finishing a thought.
No, I was just going to ask you a question. If there was if there's a certain form of meditation that you prefer over one over the other.
No. And for me, it's just sitting or lying down and focusing on my breathing. A lot of times I'll listen to a meditation app, focusing on my breathing. And I think a lot of times, I mean, I could say I meditated at lunch today for 5 minutes.
Mhm.
And in that period of time, I was listening to a meditation app. In that period of time, I actually zonked out
Yeah, I believe it.
5 minutes, and I got like 3 minutes of rest, and it recharged me. So it doesn't take a lot. So to answer your question, no, I just focus on breathing. I'll do apps. I'll do sometimes YouTube. But the challenge about YouTube is if you're doing a meditation and say you're deep into a meditation on YouTube, all of a sudden a commercial comes on and boom, you're wide awake. I mean, it doesn't kind of defeats the purpose of doing a meditation.
I didn't know that they had meditation or commercials on meditation videos on YouTube. That's pretty funny.
Yeah, it can be a bit of then all of a sudden your cortisol levels jack through the roof. But
Yeah, right.
there's so many
How
free
did you?
apps out there.
Oh my God, yeah, they're unreal. My favorite form of meditation is mindfulness. So
Mhm.
I know I spoke earlier about how like getting into that being distracted. I know when I get onto a job and I'm doing work for a person.
We got about a
uh,
minute left, just as inside.
Yeah, gotcha. So I know when I get onto a job and like the very first hour or so when I'm there, it's nothing more than just me relaxing myself and reminding myself, like, look, I know what I'm doing. I'm just in a funk right now, and in another 15 minutes that'll go away. So it's really like just relaxing myself into that flow state and allowing myself to get into that flow and into that rhythm. That's one of the biggest things that I do for myself as far as meditation goes. That's my favorite one to do.
Yeah, and they say the more aware you are of your surroundings and of your person in the surroundings, the more aware you are, the
Yeah.
more it distracts your thinking from the stressful stuff.
Yeah, so it takes a level of awareness, right?
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
So, dude, there's 7 minutes of something for you.
Yeah, there's something in 7 minutes of it.
And I don't know, whenever you watch this, whenever people are reviewing this, the Patriots are playing the Bills. So by the time you view this, there's our timer. Whenever you view this, you'll probably know the outcome. So it's a big game tonight. So who knows? Bills could completely blow out the Patriots tonight, or it could be a good game. That's why they play the game.
So I played a game.
But cool. So we'll build on this in 7 minutes of something. Hope you enjoyed it.
Take it easy, guys.
Thanks a lot, Tim.
Thank you.